So, as you all know, I have had 7 children, and after every child, my goal has always been to get myself back in shape to a healthy weight and just a state of health, you know, because it's important for my overall well being. So, I just want to talk about why weight loss after pregnancy is so important. I know after you have a baby, your body's just not like it used to be at all. And believe me, I've been trying for after having 7 children. After every one, I've tried every single time to get myself back to how I looked before I had children. Even before the first one, right? I would say that even though my abs have never gotten back there, I will say that reaching a level of health and a healthier weight, when I look back at my pictures, I look how beautiful I am and how being healthy is really beneficial to me. And it's beneficial to everyone. And it's not just for, the sake of how I look. It's for the sake of how I'm feeling because being bigger after having children, I've experienced it. I'm there right now. And my youngest child is 3 years old. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I got to get this weight off of me. And I just want to feel better because it is difficult mobility wise, trying to get around and try to do things because my legs hurt, my feet hurt, because I have this excessive weight on me. It's just the truth. There's no way to sugarcoat it. So being smaller and getting healthier is definitely more beneficial to me. Weight loss after pregnancy is important for several reasons, including health, physical well being, and emotional confidence. When you can improve your health, you're definitely going to reduce the risk of chronic diseases because losing excess pregnancy weight helps to lower, your blood sugar levels, your blood pressure, and it helps with, you know, um, even developing heart disease in the future. So, excess weight can affect hormone levels. So, it's important to return to a healthy weight to restore, you know, those better levels of hormonal imbalances. Another reason it's important to get your weight under control is because if you're planning on having more children, your future pregnancies can definitely be affected by not getting your weight back under control after you have a child. Now, me for one, I did have gestational diabetes with baby number 7, but that's because with baby number 6, I was on the verge of having pre gestational diabetes, but I was able to get my blood sugar under control while pregnant with her, even though she was still born with a 17 blood sugar level when it should have been in the basically 70s. And she did have to go to the NICU. So I would say that was a result of me having uncontrolled blood sugar levels, but I did eat very healthy with her. I cut out all sugars, all everything, and I stuck to pasta, black beans, things like that because that's the only thing I can keep down. So I think I kept my blood sugar levels under control a little too well, um, and it wasn't beneficial to her. Yeah. So definitely understand that, when you get pregnant with another baby, it's better to be in a state of health because if you're not in a state of health, then you risk a lot of complications once you get older. I'm up at 5:30 in the morning. My children are awake, playing with toys, making lots of noise. I just don't get it, but it's okay. I'll try to work around it. All right. So, other, benefits of losing that baby weight, it's going to make your mobility a lot better, and your sleep quality is going to be better as well. So, for your mobility, shedding the weight, it can alleviate the joint strains and back pains and that are really common after pregnancy. I know after I had a few of my children, I had like sciatica issues, but they did go away because I got back into weightlifting and exercising and walking and everything like that. Oh yeah, and exercise definitely helps with, your sleep quality, okay? Because when we're raising children, we kind of don't know when we're going to get a chance to sleep. So when you do get a chance to sleep, you're going to sleep like a baby. So that's another benefit of, physical fitness and getting yourself back together once you have a baby. being overweight, raising little kids has really affected me because my children, they run from me and they know I can't catch them. Okay, they have figured that out about me, and it's kind of embarrassing. So I have to try and use my stern voice, to get them to do what I ask them to do. But they know that I cannot catch them. Now, with my younger children, I had no problem keeping up with them. They ran off, I could catch them. Because I was in great shape after, my first 5 children, and I was even in pretty good shape after baby number 6. Baby number 7, I don't know, y'all. I lost it. So, definitely can help with your energy levels and keeping up with your babies and being able to take them to the park and have fun and knowing that, you can protect them. And there are definitely, on another note, there are definitely psychological benefits when you are able to get that excessive weight gain off of you after having a baby. Now, after I had baby number 7, I'm still the same weight I was after I had baby number 7. So you can imagine, my body has slimmed down, especially after walking 350 miles. But being the same weight I was after having a baby, still 3 years later, that's not a good look. Okay, it's not a good look. But since I've been exercising and weightlifting and walking and fasting, my body image has definitely improved already. So that's another psychological benefit, because losing pregnancy weight can help you feel more confident and comfortable in your body. That's just what it is. You can't tell me otherwise. If you're having difficulty accepting your body after having a baby, get to exercising. Get to fasting, get to weightlifting, get to walking. Let me tell you, it's going to improve your body image so much. All right. And you can also reduce your risk of postpartum depression. Now, physical activity and weight management are linked to better mental health outcomes. Okay. Let's just be real. You don't even have to have a baby in order to reap the benefits of, feeling depressed or stressed out. Exercising is definitely going to help with your levels of, stress, because we know raising children is stressful. Let's just be real. Let's not, try to sugarcoat it and pretend like it's not. It can be very stressful at times. So get your exercise in. It's like a stress relieving, pill, if you want to call it that. Okay. Now, it's so important to establish a healthy routine. You got to focus on postpartum pregnancy weight by, getting healthier eating habits and doing your regular exercise, and set a positive example for your children as they grow. I've always been one to exercise. I've been always involved my children in exercise, my entire family. We used to go on 1 mile walks every single day. Get them involved and teach them a level of fitness. And all of my children, they still, they all still exercise. They all have their own fitness, routine that they like to do, whether it be doing Pilates or doing kickboxing or weightlifting, something of that nature. You can really teach them great habits that they can use once they become an adult. All right. So let's try to also use, getting back healthy as a way to minimize the long-term weight retention. Okay. Pregnancy can lead to long-term obesity if not addressed within the first year postpartum. Y'all. So in another one of my videos, I told, mothers, okay, I'm fasting, right? I fast 20 hours a day, but I did recommend that, hey, if you're breastfeeding, do not do the fasting part of what I'm doing, because I'm fasting 20 hours a day. I'm walking 10 miles a week, and I'm also doing weightlifting for 100 minutes a week. And if you can just focus on doing your weightlifting and doing your walking at least 5 days a week, within the first year, you're going to lose all the baby weight. See, I didn't stick to that regimen, but I did with my first 6 children. I did do that and got myself back in shape within a year of having my children. Now, number 7, I quit at like 4 months postpartum exercising, and I just blew up. I blew up, and that's why I'm in the state of health that I'm in right now. So definitely, if you want to, get that weight off of you the quickest way possible, when you get that 6-week go ahead from your doctor, go ahead and get yourself into weightlifting, get yourself into a cardio regimen of somehow, okay? Because when your baby gets a year old, you're going to be you're going to look amazing. Okay. Now, a few tips that I want to go over, not tips, but things I want to go over in regards to how you're going to do this. Okay. So if you're breastfeeding, um, they say it can burn lots of calories. Okay, maybe so. In addition, if you're also adding in that exercising and your cardio, yes, it can work, because I breastfed all of my children, and within the first year, I did do the exercising and fitness and everything, and I was able to get down. So I would say that breastfeeding helps only if you're doing the additional work. Now, I breastfed baby number 7. I didn't lose any weight. And you know why I didn't lose any weight? Because I wasn't doing the exercise. I wasn't doing the fasting. I wasn't doing the cardio and the strength training. Okay. I wasn't doing any of that. Okay. So you also want to focus on your diet. Try to eat more fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and, eat the whole grains. Stop eating the white flour stuff. Okay. The white flour can have some, bad, reactions with your blood sugar. So you want to watch out for that. And we as new mothers, we also want the weight to fall off quickly. Know that you're only going to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week, even if you are exercising and eating right. And you're not going to just drop 50 pounds like that in, like, say, a month. It's not going to happen, because your body has to readjust. It has to slowly let go of that, weight that was gained during pregnancy. Okay. So make sure you're staying hydrated. And that's a thing with me. I'll drink like homemade lemonade, homemade tea, but I'll admit, if I'm not exercising, I forget to drink water, and that's a big problem. Okay, I got to get more water in my life, because I drink like 2 bottles of water while I'm doing my strength training and my walking, but then the rest of the day it's like I completely forget. Hey, drink some water. I don't know, it's crazy like that. So definitely, if you're someone who has specific health issues, run it by your doctor. Let them know your concerns. Let them know if you're struggling, with the health condition that you have, and let them, kind of help you get yourself back into your fitness regimen bit by bit, and let them know if you're having issues, because that's really important. You want to stay safe. You want to, not overdo it, because if you're a mother and you're trying to get in shape, we may tend to overdo it at times. And, we just want to take it day by day and make sure that we're getting ourselves to a state of health. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take us at least a year to get that, weight that we gained from being pregnant off of us. It took us a 10-month period to grow that baby. Let's give ourselves 10 months to get the baby weight off. Don't be like me and wait 3 years to attempt to do something about it, but I only did that after baby number 7. I was like, I've done this 7 times. I deserve a break. I think that's the mentality I was in. But after my first 6, I just got myself back in there and got myself back in shape. It took a lot of hard work, but it's definitely worth it. You don't want to stay in a state of unhealthiness, because it feels miserable. I feel so much better now that my weight is dropping, and I can move around. My water retention is going away. It feels so much better. So I definitely encourage you all. When you get that 6 week, go ahead and start getting yourself just a light weightlifting and light cardio going. Nothing extensive. Okay, something you can stick to. Walk a mile a day and do 30 reps on each exercise for arms and legs. Right in front of your own TV. If you want to, go ahead and go to my channel, Kindly Kimberly, and watch my playlist. I have a 5-week playlist for your weightlifting that you can do with 5-pound weights. It's a circuit of exercises going to get you right. I'm currently doing that. It does work. I did it after baby number 7. Got myself back in shape within the first 4 months, and then I quit. I was like, I don't feel like doing it. It's not working. But y'all, it's working. When you think it's not working, it's actually working. So stick with it. All right. So stick with it even when you feel like, oh, I'm putting in all this work and the scale is still not going down. The weight on the scale is still not going down. I'm not losing any weight. I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes the scale will go up. It will go up even though you're putting in all the work, even though you're walking 10 miles a week, even though you're fasting for 20 hours a day, even though you're doing your weightlifting. It happens. But guess what? Your physical appearance, it's not going to match up to what's on the scale. Yeah, you might get on a scale, you might drop 5 pounds in 2 weeks, and then the next week after that, you gain 2 pounds back. Even though you're doing the exact same thing you were doing to lose the 5 pounds. You can't control that. So just use, the scale, how much you weigh on the scale, just as a guide to whether or not, anything's working at all. Because I remember when I first started walking 1 mile every single day, I actually gained 10 pounds within the first 6 months. I gained 6 pounds. Maybe that was just muscle, that I was gaining. I don't know, but it did make me feel some type of way. I'm like, I'm walking a mile a day. My weight is going up. I don't know what's happening, but it did. But even in the past, when I was starting a fitness regimen, I would gain 5 pounds. I would gain 5 pounds and be like, what the heck is happening? And then I quit whatever I was doing. But not this time. I don't care if the scale goes up, if it goes down, whatever it does. I'm going to make sure I'm walking my 10 miles a week. I'm going to make sure I'm fasting 20 hours a day. I'm going to make sure I'm doing my weightlifting, because my physical appearance, even if I gain weight, my physical appearance is telling me otherwise, okay? My physical appearance is telling me, hey, something's happened, something's moving around, something is, reacting in regards to everything that I'm doing. And I'm doing a lot. I told myself, okay, if I can do everything right, then maybe things will work. Maybe things will work out. For the first time in the whole 10 months, 11 months that I've been walking, that I walked over 350 miles, right? When I had walked all those miles, no one told me, hey, you look like you're getting healthier. You look like, losing some weight. No one told me that at all. But let me tell you, within the 3 weeks that I added in 20 hours of fasting, and then I also added in my weightlifting, program I just told you all about. 3 weeks of that, in addition to walking 2 miles a day. Y'all, I finally had someone see me immediately within the first second of seeing me. They said, oh, wow, Kim, what have you been doing? Girl, you look like you done lost a lot of weight, girl. She said, it's really showing. I was like, yeah, I've been doing a little something, so that I already knew it was working, because the notches on my belt were telling me, hey, something's happening here. My waistline has gone down. My waist has shrunk a whole lot. And I would say that my waist is my biggest problem. And I can't, and that's from having 7 children. I got a mommy pouch. It's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. And I've just, gotten to the point now. I do recognize the difference between a mommy pouch and this is just excessive, bloating, excessive water weight, excessive, you need to be eating better. Okay, there's a difference. So, before I started fasting and everything, my belly was so distended and huge and just bloated. And it was just all in the way. But now, I put on my belt with my jeans and the notches. I need to put another hole in my belt, because my waistline is shrinking. It's shrinking. I honestly think that it's best to actually don't even get on the scale. Because when I first started, I was getting on the scale every single day. That's how I knew that I gained like 10 pounds when I started walking in the 6 months. But I feel like getting on the scale after I put in all this hard work is so detrimental to my mental. Like, one day I'll be done gained a pound, I'll be done lost a pound the next day. And it's like, I don't even want to get on the scale anymore. As long as I know that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm okay. I know that the weight's coming off. I know that the water weight is falling off of me. I know that I feel healthier. I know that my mobility has gotten so much better. Like, my legs don't hurt anymore. My feet don't hurt anymore. I don't feel bloated anymore. So when you feel like giving up, or you just need to get yourself started, remember everything I said in this video. You prepare yourself mentally. It's going to be a battle, but you can get through it. I have, and I know that you can. I'm Kindly Kimberly. Remember that everybody is beautiful, but you also have to remember that health is wealth, and wealth takes care of everything else. I want y'all to take care, stay motivated, Stay true to yourself. Be honest with yourself. You can get through this. Talk to you later. Bye bye.